Building a swing arbor is a fun weekend project that can really spruce up the landscape without requiring a lot of out-of-pocket expense. Plus, the project is fairly easy to build, requiring only basic carpentry skills, and can provide years of outdoor enjoyment. The materials for the swing cost about $100, and we completed the project over the course of 2 afternoons. The first step is to cut each of the 2x4 support posts to 87 inches. In one corner of each post, cut a 3.5 by 1.5 inch notch. Next, cut two 2x4 upright connectors to 15 inches each. Lay 2 of the 87-inch posts parallel, with the notches of each post facing outward. Lay a 15-inch connector across the support posts, and align the top of the connector with the bottom of the notches. The sides of the connectors should be flush with the outside edges of the uprights. Drill holes through the uprights and connector, attaching the boards with 1/4 inch carriage bolts. Fasten each post with 2 carriage bolts. The swing arbor will rest on 2 feet. Cut 2 48-inch links from a 2x4 to function as the feet. On each foot, measure 16.5 inches from each end and mark the face of the board. Align each upright section with a foot. Position the outside edges of the upright flush with the lines marked on the face of the feet. Fasten the uprights to the feet with 2 carriage bolts in each post. The feet should be fastened to the sides of the uprights that are opposite from the top connectors. Now, cut 2 16.5-inch foot support pieces and screw them into the outside of the foot boards, on the same side as the top connector. The support pieces should fit flush with the outside edge of the feet as well as with the upright post. Cut another 8-inch 2x4 support piece for each foot. The 8-inch piece should fit flush between the 2 uprights, on top of the main footboard and on the same side of the uprights as the top connector. The next step is to create braces for the corners of the arbor. Cut 8 braces from the 1x6 boards, make 45-degree angles at the ends of each brace, and the braces should measure 27 inches between the 2 longest points. Screw the braces to the inside of each foot structure on the side with the top connector, and the braces should be installed flush, running from the inside edge of the upright post to the bottom of the edges of the foot pieces. Once the braces are installed, the 2 side frames are complete. When it's time to connect the frame components, recruit some help. The long, heavy pieces can be awkward to work with, and you'll need someone to hold the pieces in place while you fasten them together. Cut 3 2x4 connectors to 87 inches. Screw the connectors to the sides of the frames, fitting them into the notches at the top of the side frames. The outside end of each connector should be flush with the outside face of the side frame. Then, add braces to the top of the side frames in the same manner as the bottom. The 45-degree cuts should be flush with the outside edge of the side frames, and flush with the top edges of the 87-inch connectors. Do this on both the front and back of the swing set frame. At this point, the frame should be sturdy enough to stand upright. Use a stepladder for better access to the top of the swing set. Install the third 87-inch connector between the 2 that are already installed. This third overhead connector should be installed in the center of the 2 front and back connectors, splitting the difference evenly. Then, use the excess 2x4 lumber to cut blocking to fit between the top connectors. The blocking will resist the twisting and warping of the wood. Next, cut the 4x8 sheet of lattice into 3 lengths of 15 3/4 inches wide. Cut each side lattice piece to rest on top of the edge of the foot, but covering the rest of the side frame all the way to the edges. Cut the top lattice piece to fit flush with the edges of each side of the frame. Because lattice is so thin and splits easily, use number 4 galvanized nails to fasten it in place. Once the frame is complete, you can anchor the swing arbor in place by boring 5/8-inch diameter holes through the foot pieces, angled at 45 degrees to the ground, and then drive the rebar through the holes into the ground. There should be no rebar sticking up through the holes in the foot pieces. With the swing arbor anchored in place, bore 2 holes in the top center by the 2x4 and add the screw hooks. Now you're ready to add the bench swing, one purchased from a home store or one that you built yourself, for a pleasant outdoor area for reading and relaxing for years to come. Enjoy your swing arbor, and thanks for watching.